Hello children, very good morning and I wish a very wonderful day to you. And yesterday and before classes we have discussed about all the different types of real and virtual images, how they forms, and according to that how they are varies in their changes and their positions, like that we have discussed. And here we need to know about the information what is the relation between object distance, image distance and focal length. So to understand that, we have a derivation formula for curved mirrors. So today I am going to explain about derivation of formula for curved mirrors. So today's topic is derivation formula for curved mirrors. So in this we can draw a relation between focal length, object distance and image distance. We all know focal length f, object distance u and image distance v. So today we are going to derive a relation between those three. So here I am taking a concave mirror. This is the focal point, this is the center of curvature, and I am taking an object behind the center of curvature. This is the object I am taking, AB object. So as usual, the ray incident parallel to the principal axis reflects back through focus, and another ray I am taking the ray incidence through center of curvature reflects back in its own path. So this much is enough, and we know the point at which the two reflected rays interact is the image formation spot on the screen. So here the image will forms. In the case of concave mirror, this point we know the object is behind the center of curvature. At that time the image forms between the focus and the center of curvature, and it is inverted, that we know. So this is the image. So I am taking image as A dash B dash. We know that. So A dash B dash we know. Here A dash is the image of point A and B dash is the image of point B, that we know. The rays which are coming from the tip of the object are bottom, reflected at bottom, and the rays which are coming bottom of the object are reflected as top of the image. So inverted means reverse, like that. So here I am taking like this two rays. Next, and the ray here I am taking X and Y. So XB dash and YB dash are interact at B dash. So here the image will forms. So observe the above figure, we can observe two triangles. ABC is the right angle triangle, and here also A dash, B dash, C is the triangle, and these two are, just observe, these two are right angle triangles. So we know that here we are taking the object and it is a right angle triangle, and the image of AB is here, and B dash is the intersecting point of the two reflected rays, and from B dash we can draw a perpendicular to principal axis. So these two are right angle triangles. So from the figure triangle ABC and triangle A dash B dash C are similar. So how can we say these two triangles are similar? Means by RHS criteria we can say these two are similar triangles. And we have one theorem in similar triangles. If the sides of the two triangles are in the same proportion, then the two triangles are similar. And the converse of that theorem is, if two triangles are similar, then the sides of the two triangles are in the proportional ratio. So because of, we can write these two triangles are similar, means we can write the corresponding sides of the two similar triangles are in the ratio. So AB by A dash B dash. So this is the height of this right angle triangle, and here A dash B dash is the height of this small triangle we are taking. So is equals to AC base I am taking, and A dash C. So it's enough, and put this one as equation number 1. Next, draw a perpendicular line from X to principal axis. So we can draw a perpendicular line like this and put this one as P dash. So here perpendicular line means this is right angle triangle X P dash F, and triangle A dash B dash F, because this is the perpendicular drawn from B dash to the principal axis. Yesterday we discussed about this perpendicular, how it is perpendicular. So the object is behind the center of curvature. At that time the two reflector rays are interacting at a point B dash, then we can draw a perpendicular line from that to principal axis. There the image will forms to this real object. This is real image. So these two triangles we are comparing now. So triangle X P dash F and triangle A dash B dash F are similar. This is also from right angle triangle criteria, RHS criteria. Since RHS criteria, these two are right angle triangles and similar triangles. So as it is, the sides similar, the corresponding sides of the two similar triangles are in the ratio. Here I am taking the heights. A dash, first we are considering this P dash X by A dash B dash is equals to, and again I am taking bases P dash F divided by F A dash or A dash F, we can write. These are the bases, and the corresponding sides of the two similar triangles are in the equal proportion or in the same ratio. This is the equation number 2. From the above figure we can say that P dash x is equals to AB. These two are equal. So from figure, P dash x is equals to AB. Since XB is parallel to P dash A, these we know. In between the two parallel lines always the distance is equal, then only those are parallel. So P dash x is equals to AB, and substitute this value in equation number 2. So here P dash x is equals to AB. I am substituting AB divided by A dash B dash is equals to P dash f divided by A dash f. This is equation number 3. Put this one as equation number 3. And while coming to the, just observe the figure here. If the incident ray nearer to the principal axis, those we can call as paraxial axis in the language of physics. Here if we are using technical language like that, this is the for paraxial rays. That means the rays which are nearer to the principal axis. So what will happen? P will coincides with P dash at that time. P will coincides with P dash at that time for paraxial rays, are the rays nearer to the principal axis. So at that time, for paraxial rays, P dash coincides with P. Here since rays nearer to principal axis, P is coincides with P dash. So at that time we can write in the place of P dash, we can write P. So AB by A dash B dash is equals to PF by A dash F. So this is the equation number 4. And one more thing I missed here, E dash B dash. Here compare equation number 1 and equation number 4. From equation number 1 and 4, what is the equation number 1? AB by A dash B dash is equals to AC by A dash. Here observe the left hand side from the equation number 1. AB by A dash B dash is equals to AC by A dash C. So left hand side is AB by A dash B dash, and in the case of equation number 4, left hand side is AB by A dash B dash. Left hand side is same for equation number 1 and 4. LHS is same. So therefore we can rewrite as LHS is equals to RHS, we know. So at that time both LHS are same, means RHS will also same. AC by A dash C is equals to PF by A dash F. So put this one as equation number 5. Next, so from the figure we can say here PA is equals to PC plus AC. From the figure PA is equals to PC plus AC. So from this, transpose PC to LHS. So AC is equals to PA minus PC. Put this one as equation number 1. Next, PC is equals to PA dash plus A dash C. PC is equals to PA dash plus A dash C. So from this also we can transpose PA dash to LHS side. So A dash C is equals to PC minus PA dash. So this is equation number 2. And the last one, PA dash is equals to PF plus A dash F. PA dash is equals to PF plus A dash C. PF plus A dash F. So this is equation number 3. A dash F we need to find. So transpose PF to left hand side. A dash F is equals to PA dash minus PF. This is equation number 3. So put this one as equation number 3. So substitute equations 1, 2 and 3 in equation number 5. So like that we can rewrite AC is equals to, what is equation number 5? AC by A dash C is equals to PF by A dash F. Substitute in the place of AC PA minus PC divided by A dash C is equals to, from equation number 2, A dash C is equals to PC minus PA dash is equals to PF divided by, what is the A dash F here? PA dash minus PF. So here we know that from the figure, again we need to observe the figure PA. So here PA is equals to what? Object distance U. And one more thing, where is the image? PA dash. PA dash is image distance, we know, and PF is focal length, we know, PF. And PC is equals to radius of curvature R is equals to 2F, we know. In the previous class I told this. So substitute all these values here. So what is PA value? PA is equals to U. u minus PC is center of curvature, so 2f, in the place of PC I am writing 2f minus PA dash, image distance V is equals to, what is PF? PF, focal length, F. PF is equals to F, and PA dash is image distance and PF focal length. This we know, and just mathematical solvation here. Then we will get the relation between focal length, image distance and object distance, because here we got all the values in the form of image distance, object distance and focal length. Just solve this, just a mathematical solvation. So here cross multiplication, u minus 2f into v minus f is equals to f into 2f minus v. So just multiplication, u into v, uv minus u into f, uf minus 2 vf minus 2f into v minus 2f minus into minus plus 2f square is equals to 2f into f, 2f square minus vf, and transpose these all values to the left hand side, uv minus uf minus 2vf plus 2f square minus 2f square plus, will transpose to the left hand side, it will become as minus, minus will become as plus. Transposition in 7th class you studied. And uv, no uv's are there, uv, uf minus 2vf plus vf minus vf, we will get minus 2f square plus 2f square, will get 0, or else will get cancelled. So next, here uv minus, I am taking f common here, u plus v is equals to 0. So just transpose this negative value to the RHS side. uv is equals to f into u plus v. So we can get, and again I am transposing f to left hand side. Here multiplication will becomes as division. So numerator, the variable which is present in the numerator comes to denominator, u plus v. So again uv I am transposing to right hand side, so 1 by f is equals to u plus v by uv. Here I am writing two terms separately, so 1 by f is equals to u by uv plus v by uv. So vv will get cancelled, uu will get cancelled, 1 by v will remains here, and 1 by u will remains here. So we got the final equation, and the relation between the image distance, object distance and focal length we got. This is the derivation of curved formula for curved mirrors. So this is the derivation, and I want to explain you once again this derivation. First you should understand this diagram, and this I drawn from the previous explanations only. The object behind the center of curvature will forms inverted image in between the focus and the center of curvature. It is inverted and small in size. And one more thing, here two reflected rays are interacting at B, and we drawn a perpendicular from B to the parallel principal axis. So a dash b dash is the image, and then I am using the similar triangles property. Here these two are RHS, right angle triangle. From a right angle triangle criteria, these two are similar triangles. And again here XP P dash F are and A dash B dash F are also right angle triangles. So I am comparing first these two and then afterwards these two triangles. So from that the theorem. So for two similar triangles the sides are in the equal proportional ratio. So that theorem I am using here. So I am writing these two corresponding sides ratio, equation number 1 and 2. Equation number 1 is from these two triangles and equation number 2 is from these two triangles. So I am writing the ratio of corresponding sides. So then afterwards from the figure, between the ray is parallel to the principal axis we know. So between the two parallel axes all the time the distance is same. So from that concept I am writing P dash x is equals to AB. So this one is here. Next I am substituting that P dash x value with AB. So afterwards the rays which are nearer to the principal axis, so at that time P dash will coincides with P. So I am substituting in the place of P dash P. So AB by A dash B dash is equals to PF by A dash F. Next from equation number 1 and 4 left hand side is same. So LHS is same means RHS will also same. I am writing fifth equation is like that. So from the figure PA is equals to PC plus AC. How PA is equals to PC plus AC? PA is equals to PC plus AC and PC is equals to PA dash plus A dash C, and one more thing PF plus A dash F is equals to PA dash. So from these three equations we can derive the values of AC, A dash C and A dash F. AC, A dash C and A dash F we can draw. So substitute these all three equations in equation number 5. We will get AC by A dash C is equals to PF by A dash F. From that we can get PA minus PC. I am substituting in the case of AC. Observe in the figure. So no need to worry, no need to bother about this. You can understand very easily from the figure. I already explained you in the regular class previous only. So U minus 2F by 2F minus V we will get. I am substituting this PA, PC and PCA, PA dash from the figure only. Image distance, object distance, focal length and center of radius of curvature, all I am taking from the figure only. So I am substituting and this is the regular mathematical solvation. Finally we got the relation between the focal length, image distance and object distance. This is the mirror formula. So next I want to explain you the concept. First we need to understand sign convention for parameters related to the mirror equations. So coming to the sign conventions, what is sign conventions? Are you getting any doubt? Sign convention, sign means what? Plus, minus, like that. Negative, positive. Increase, decrease. Why we need this type of sign convention? So here we are taking different types of mirrors and different types of objects in different places. So at that time the image will form in different positions. So for that first we need to understand how can we take the values to calculate anything. How can we take? That is our doubt. So for that sign convention is useful. Sign convention. So this is for parameters. Parameters means here we are taking all the parameters u, v, f. These are the parameters. So height of the object and the height of the image, these are all the parameters. So for the sign conversion, 3 rules are there. So all the first rule is all the values measured from the pole. From the pole we need to consider. So for example, image distance. So we can calculate and we can measure from pole to image and from pole to object, like that all the distances will be calculated will be measured from the pole. And the next one is the distance measured in the direction of incident light. The distances measured in the direction of incident light means, for example, the incident ray is from this direction. So the values from for example, here the mirror, so here the incident ray. The values which are calculating from pole to, for example, here pole to object. So pole to object we need to calculate means plus. So in this direction plus. In this direction negative. So object to pole, incident ray is coming from object to pole. This is plus. In this direction minus, negative. The incident in the direction of incident ray, the values measured positive. In the direction of opposite direction, those are negative. So here I am writing the direction of incident light positive. In the direction of incidents positive values. In the opposite direction negative values. Coming to the next, upward to principal axis positive, downward negative. Here also opposite direction negative. In the direction of incident ray positive. These are the sign conventions you should understand. The next concept is magnification. So what is magnification in our regular life? What is magnification? Magnifying something means change its size. We know magnification means magnifying something. That means changing its size to higher. We know variation in size that may be decrease or increase. While coming to this your lesson, coming to physical science, magnification is the relation between size of the image, size of the object and size of the image. So this is the magnification definition. That means magnification is equals to, this is the relation between size of image divided by size of object. That means size of image means height of the image, HI I am taking, and size of the object means in length. Here we are considering size means in length. not in breadth, length only we are considering, hi by ho, object distance. So this is the magnification in your physical science. According to your physical science light lesson, this is the magnification. In our regular life, variation in size that may be decrease or increase, that is magnification. We variating the size of any object that may be increase or decrease, magnifying something by magnifier. In our regular life, magnifier means we are seeing that one as bigger one, that only we know. So here magnification means variation in size that may be increase or decrease. And coming to your lesson, this is the relation between image distance and object, image length and object length, image length and object length. So magnification formula is m is equals to height of the image by height of the object. So this is the basic definition. Here also we can derive some formula for this magnification. So here we are taking a concave mirror again, and I am taking object O dash, and the rays which are coming parallel to the principal axis are passing through focus, and the rays coming top of the object to pole, top of the object to pole are reflecting back. So here the image will forms, we know, and the perpendicular drawn here is, so this is I dash, this is image I dash, and this is the reflected ray I dash, this is focus, and this is center of curvature, this is pole point P. So this is incident ray, this is reflected ray, and these two are meets at this point, and the perpendicular drawn from here. So I dash, this is center of curvature, O dash, this is pole point. So here also we got two right angle triangles. So here one right angle triangle is from figure O dash P, and here I dash O, I dash O is also, or I dash P, not O, P here, I dash P, I dash P, triangle I dash P are similar triangles, since by RHS criteria. So that means the corresponding sides of the two similar triangles are in equal proportion. I dash by, this is the height of this small triangle, and this is the height of this big triangle. I dash by O dash is equals to PI, basis I am taking again, PI by PO. PI is the small triangle's base and PO is the big triangle's base. Put this one as equation number 1. So here we need to consider sign convention. Before I told to you sign convention what? Here I am taking sign convention as, take I dash means here what? I dash, height of the image HI, and O dash is the height of the object HO. And which one is negative here? The values downwards the principal axis are negative. That means height of the image is negative, and the values upwards the principal axis are positive. So here H naught is positive, is equals to PI. PI means image distance. Here is it plus or minus? In the direction of incident ray, values plus. In this direction means opposite to the incident ray, minus. This is image distance and PO is the object distance, and this is also PO. In the opposite direction, minus U, opposite direction to the incident ray, that's why it is also minus. So don't get confused. So here minus minus will get cancelled, will get plus. So, and we can also substitute in the case of here we are writing as hi by h naught is equals to minus, I am transposing to this side, minus v by u. So in the case of hi and hi by h naught means this is the relation between the ratio between the object distance, image distance and object distance. We can write as m. From the definition we are writing here, m is equals to minus v by u is equals to hi by h naught. Also we can write this is the magnification formula. Okay, is it clear up to here? And I will discuss the remaining in the next explanation.